Hi there Aries, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive tarot reading for August 10th to the 16th. Aries, let's see what is literally on the cards for you. I'm going to begin with the Work Your Light Oracle to see what the overarching theme or energy. Whoa, there it goes. Look out, Aries. Oh, trust the niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? You know, this is really the card of trusting those gut feelings and your intuition. If something seems off this week, then maybe it is. So really tuning into that, and you know, then maybe not second guessing yourself or squashing it down, actually kind of following up, you know, what is that? Let's see what the rest of the story is. Bhuvaneshwari. So guys, Bhuvaneshwari is the goddess, of infinite space and possibilities. So it's kind of a little bit like the Empress energy. It's like, what is it that you desire? What is it that you want to manifest? Because Bhuvaneshwari can help you actually birth that into the physical, tangible realm. And it says that anything's possible. You know, sometimes it's easy to fall into that whole, oh, well, that's not going to happen for me at this time in my life, or I'm too old, I'm too this, or listening to the doubts. Life doesn't work like that, guys. And I believe that anything is possible. If you create it, if you put the inspired action into making that happen, you can have potentially within reason what you desire. Okay, Aries, let's go to the tarot to see what the rest of the story is. Beginning by drawing an energy for the recent past, what is leaving, completing, or transitioning in your life, what you may be journeying. I did see the Nine of Cups before, guys, which is an exciting energy. Oh, guess who's making the first show, the appearance? You, Aries, the card of Emperor. I feel like you guys really have stepped into your power. I mean, you know, Mars is in Aries now, will be for the next 6 months, or maybe a little bit less now. But, you know, this is a real card of stepping into the control seat. Starting to shape that reality how you want it. What are those possibilities you want to bring forth, Aries? Make it happen. Let's get out your current or focus energy. For Aries. Okay, we won't get that many Aries. Sorry about that. Current or focus energy, please, for Aries. August 10th to the 16th. Maybe the Emperor is all you need to know, Aries. You know what? You've got this. I don't tend to like to choose the cards, Aries. I let them fall or drop. It's when I really know that, you know, it's the message coming through, not from my intellect, but what wants to be seen, guys. Go get it. Ace of Pentacles. That is just such a beautiful omen there. It's really that big universal reward for the hard work, the efforts, and I've seen your energy switch up this year, definitely in the last few months. Maybe after a big karmic burn, you know, you're starting to reap the rewards for the efforts that you've put in. Let's get the near future outcome energy out for you, Aries. So half this video will be shuffling, Aries. I do apologise. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. And we surrender to the process. We don't try and force it. We don't try and push it, and we be patient. That's what I tell myself, because I'm an Aries and I need to be told to be patient. Okay, there it goes. Good things come to those who wait. This is the energy of Leo, or it can also be Aries or Sagittarius, and it's really having the eyes on the prize and putting in the action to make it happen. Guess who's making an appearance always in the Aries reading? The Empress is the biggest card of possibilities. Bhuvanesh Safari and the Empress. You guys are creating. You're creating something. Let's clarify. We have got the Seven of Swords. Okay, I was just thinking, I'm not really sure where this Trust the Niggle card comes in, and then the Seven of Swords. It says, you know what, just make sure that you look at the complete picture, and Two of Cups before you move forward. We'll go into that in just a moment. Going to just clarify King of Wands with the Four of Pentacles and Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's just grab another one for the Seven of Swords, guys, just see if we can kind of... Oh, this is Seven of Cups again as well. The Knight of Swords, yeah. Okay, Aries, let's start here. Recent past, we've got the Emperor, Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords, and tuning into the Seven of Cups over here as well. Okay, so there's a sense here of, you know, that there is a lot of energy of creation and reward in this reading. But there's also a sense of maybe not having some of the clarity, or potentially dealing with an energy that may not have your best interests at heart. I mean, the Seven of Swords, there's levels to it, but can be anything from somebody undermining you to somebody doing a bit of a sneaky, or, you know, betrayal and things like that. And Seven of Cups for me is very much the energy of somebody that might be making hollow promises to you, blowing hot air, somebody that is kind of, you know, making promises that aren't fulfilled, or not following through on what they have told you they would. So there's kind of an illusionary energy to the Seven of Cups where things are left just in the sky, untangible. You know, in the Rider version of this card, there's a whole lot of cups and they're kind of in the clouds, and there's a sense of never really being able to attain, never being able to actually create. And over to the other side of the reading, we've got the Empress that says, well, now this time, if you move away from this energy, I'm going to help you actually materialize what you desire. So you could have been dealing with somebody who was all hot air, and, you know, you couldn't get things off the ground with them. And that Trust the Niggle card is saying, you know what, trust that. Leopards don't change their spots. And if you really want to get on and create what you desire in your life, then potentially you need to move away from this energy. And it could be the Knight of Swords, right? It could be an air sign energy, which is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or somebody who's maybe a little bit aggressive, or talks the talk. You know, the Knight of Swords is that kind of fast talking, fast communicating, kind of hasty energy. Maybe somebody who's trying to move you along quickly so that you don't ask too many questions. Somebody who's, you know, maybe hasty to get you into a business contract, get you into a relationship with them, whatever it may be. But I think you need to be really discerning, and you need to trust the niggle. You know, if something doesn't seem right, it doesn't. So make sure that you have all the details, Aries. But you're showing up in Emperor energy, so between the Emperor and the King of Wands in this reading, I don't think that you're going to have anyone do a number on you, Aries. Like, you're clearly in the control seat, you're clearly in your power. And the Emperor's, you know, sitting here on that throne overlooking his empire, his or her empire, and is seeing exactly what's going on, and knows what strings to pull in order to strategically move to the next level, right? So I think that everything's fine. You're going to see what's going on, because you're really in the mode now of shaping your reality how you desire it. And then the Emperor is somebody who doesn't let life happen to them, doesn't let other people kind of push them around and force them into things, but takes the reins and sits in that control seat and calls the shots. So that is the Emperor. I mean, some of you might be moving up the ranks as well. That is possible. But yeah, I really feel that this shows you in control and seeing through things, seeing through people that might be trying to do a number on you, but it's like, no, I've got my intuition on point. I see what's going on. It's a time to make sure that you're not driven by your emotions. The Emperor wears the armor under the cloak as a reminder that sometimes we need to protect ourselves emotionally Sometimes we need to make sure that emotions don't drive our decision making, and we do so from fact, logic, and intuition instead. So that's the energy of the Emperor. It's also you being in your power, Aries, and not being led by any hasty nights. Now this is interesting. Two of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. I mean, for some of you, there's most definitely somebody that's potentially coming in for you this week. Most definitely, potentially. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, the Two of Cups can be that soulmate energy. It doesn't have to be love. It can be the perfect, person to collaborate with creatively, or business partnership or something like that. But there's a sense of maybe a partnership becoming solid, crystallizing, becoming a commitment quite quickly here, or a business partnership that could deliver abundance, start delivering the coins if you actually pair up. And maybe there's been somebody else trying to connect with you, and the cards are maybe saying hold out for the right person, whether this is in relating or whether this is in business for you. I think there's a sense of that Knight of Swords is not the person. I think we're waiting for somebody else. So don't jump into anything too quickly, because I feel that the person, the thing, the opportunity is yet to come here with the Two of Cups, and you'll know when that person comes in because it will just feel right and you'll feel like you've known them before. So the Ace of Pentacles is that kind of big reward, and aces are pure potential and possibility. We've got that all over this reading, and it comes to the person who kind of has walked the path, overcome the challenges that we've kind of seen in the recent past here. And just when you think, oh gosh, no one's ever going to come in that's aligned with me and help me with whatever this is, love or romance, love or business, and then boom, there it goes. Because that's just the way the universe works. It's almost like you have to go through a few tests and challenges before the big reward comes in. So it is on its way. Now the thing about aces, guys, is that they're pure potential, but they're not guarantees. So when those opportunities arise, we then need to take the inspired action to expand them and to turn them into something solid. And you've got the King of Wands on your side this week, and that's exactly what the King of Wands does. The King of Wands is all about inspired action, but what the King of Wands is going to help you do is discern the good from the bad this week. So we kind of had that Knight of Swords who might have been somebody who's a bit pushy, trying to rush you into something, and the King of Wands is the energy of seeing the good opportunities, right? It's quite an entrepreneur. Whether that's kind of like it's got business savvy, or knows how to see the opportunities that are really going to deliver, that can really deliver the abundance, is what I'm trying to say. So that's the energy of being discerning this week, and then taking the inspired action with the Ace of Wands to really work with the opportunity or the person that comes in for you. So that's what I think the King of Wands is, operating from that very mature, authoritarian kind of standpoint, drawing very firm boundaries and holding them, protecting yourself as well. You've got, your card, the Emperor and the King of Wands, so I see you holding very firm in that this week. Now the Four of Pentacles here is an interesting energy. It can be the energy of sort of holding on, or kind of keeping yourself a little bit small, or constricting yourself. It can be holding on to your finances as well. So there is a sense here that, you might need to kind of ground yourself a little bit this week. There's definitely a lot of that energy here. But there's a sense of like not holding on too tightly. Sometimes we need to loosen the grip in order to rise up as well. I might just grab a clarifier for that, because there's a few different ways that can go. So let's just see what that holding on energy is for Aries. And, in the Rider version of this card, this person's holding on to one pentacle. So it could be like this opportunity's come in, or this person's presented themselves. And it's like, all right, you're not going anywhere. I've been waiting for this all my life. I'm going to hold on. But sometimes that's not the best way, because we can stifle something, we can smother it. So it's about knowing just what kind of grip to apply. The High Priestess is another card of trust your intuition, kind of like the Trust the Niggle card. So it says just, intuitively you will know what to do. The High Priestess is also a card of revealing the mystery to the seeker when they're ready. So there could be some information that comes out that kind of helps you discern, you know, what to do with this opportunity that's coming in. But I'm just going to say about the Four of Pentacles, don't hold on too tight or smother anything. We just want to make sure that we're actually putting the energy into it and not holding on too much. I think I just repeated that message a lot. I'm very sorry. So the Empress here, guys, is coming back to this, ending on this biggest card of possibility. And she really wants to birth into the physical material realm what you are desiring. So dream big when the Empress comes in. She says that, you know, this can really, really happen. So we don't need to be in scarcity. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. You don't need to be in scarcity mindset. So make sure you move into the abundance mindset. The Empress is a blessing. And she says that abundance is on its way to you. You know, as long as you keep trusting your intuition, trusting the niggle, maybe moving away from people that don't have your best interests at heart, putting in the inspired action like the King of Wands to really move forward with the right opportunities. We got there in the end, Aries. Sorry about that bit at the end. Guys, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind it's a general one for the collective, won't be everyone's reading, and that's absolutely fine. Feel free to leave me a comment if you're called to share. I read each and every one, and I do try and respond to as many as I can. And I will see you back here, same time, same place, for another reading next week.